Okay, so we can talk now about the equation of a straight line. We have all the information we need to find the equation of this line. Okay, the equation is y equals mx plus b. Raise your hand if that's familiar to you. Okay, most of you have seen it. If you haven't, well, you see it now. Pretty simple, okay? Okay, now I could ask, but we don't want voices on the video. M is the slope. B is the Y-intercept. So, can you write down the equation of this line? Now, if you're copying stuff, stop copying and write down the equation and circle it. Give you a second to digest it. We're going to keep the video running. We don't want 5 minutes of dead space while you copy everything, okay? So you might have trouble seeing it on the open laptops. All you have to do is identify the slope and identify the Y-intercept. For the line we just did. Good. Had the border there. It looked like a square from what I saw the first time. Yeah. Get way ahead of yourself. Okay, that was very good. Okay, most of you got it. Okay. I didn't give everybody time to write it down, but I'm pretty confident everybody has either got it or very close. Okay, so, did well. Okay. Now, just in case anybody missed it, I didn't get to give everybody enough time by the time I look at their work. So the equation is y equals -3/5 x plus 6 for the obvious reason that the slope is -3/5. Okay? And you can see that. One advantage of putting the thing in a box here is you don't have to go hunting for it, right? Come back to it a little later. All you got to do is look at your graph. And the same with the Y-intercept. Okay? Now the Y-intercept, depending on how you define the terminology, could be 6 or it could be the ordered pair 0, 6, but obviously putting an ordered pair in for B doesn't make a lot of sense. Nobody did that. But pointing out that terminology we use is not always completely well defined. Okay, so there it is. Now, can we estimate the coordinates of this point? Well, the x-coordinate will be whatever this is, and the y-coordinate is whatever we get when we move horizontally from here, right? Now, if this is 10, what do you think this is? Don't say, just write it down. And if this is 6, what do you think this is? And if you want to give it a decimal estimate, you know, the nearest tenth or something, you know, you're not going to be exactly right. My lines aren't all parallel, okay? Write down whatever you think. Like if you think one of them is, you don't know if it's 4 or 5, estimate 4.5, okay? You can do that. Write your best estimate, and don't worry about the fact that it's not likely to work out. We're giving you, we just want it to be reasonable. And it's probably the best you're going to do. Write down the coordinates, kind of in big writing in circlets so I can spot it quickly. Again, avoiding dead spot. We got 2 coordinates, that's reasonable from the coordinates, right? What's the other one? The x coordinate and the y coordinate. So you write down the point as an ordered term. Don't wait till I come around to write it. Don't feel too much pressure if you come around and you don't have it down. Give you another second. Might never get to look at what you did. Okay, so write down a circle so you can spot it. You don't want to take a lot of time to find it. Okay, that looks good. That's all right, we'll figure this out. Okay. Yeah, it's okay if you point the pen at it. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of good estimates. I don't know what the coordinates are. No, I'm not gonna, I can calculate it, but I'm not going to cheat. Okay? I'm going to make my estimate. If that's 10, then 5 is about here. So it looks like 7. It looks like it's closer to 5 than 10. Now, if that's 6, the halfway is here. So that would be 3. So and 2 would be down here, and 1 would be here. You understand what I just did? If not, you know, look on the video. But I'm going to estimate this point is seven 2.5. Okay, well, so this is what you're going to do with your point. You're going to say, well, if so, well, plug in 2.5 for y and 7 for x. If so, then 2.5 is equal negative 3/5 of 7 plus 6. Is it so? Well, I do the arithmetic, decides 2.5, do I get 2.5 if I do this? Well, I can see right away that I'm not going to get 2.5, so my question becomes, am I going to be close? If I'm close, if this comes out close to 2.5, then I probably made a fairly good estimate, depending on what you mean by close. Okay? So take the coordinates you estimated and do just what I did here, but work it out.